Hey everyone, it's me. I'm back. I wanted to come with a very brief video of a look that I just want to play with. So we're not going to go too long at all. So let's get started. First, as usual, I am going to start out with my primer, and I will list all the details below. But as always, if you guys can like, subscribe below, please do. Follow so you can, and make sure you turn on your notifications so you can know when I do upload a video. Okay, here we go.
It's always important to use a really good primer to help keep your makeup in place. Now let's get started with brows. I am using the Benefits Brow Pencil, one of my faves. And you'll see how I detail my brows, so just follow along. Feel free to blend in your brows and fill them and add to them as needed, as I'm doing in the video. Now I'm going in with some brow gel to help smooth my brows down and keep them in place. But I'm also going in with a lighter blondish color to soften the brow and to complement my hair. And now it's time for eye primer. And in my case, I am using concealer as my eye primer. And I'm gonna fill my entire eyelid and make sure that it's on very even and very smooth. I am using a lighter color because I do want a very good color payoff with my shadows. So I'm going in with a lighter color, and then I'm going to softly blend it to smooth it out completely. I did add a little more concealer than I wanted, but it's not going to go to waste. That's why you see me blending it under my eye so that I can use it as my highlighter. Now I'm about to go in with my shadows, starting with my lightest shadow first. I do like to blend softly in the crease so I can make sure that I get a nice even blend. Now here comes the color. I'm going in with my orange first, and then you will see me go in with my pink. And you want to make sure that you go in very evenly and blend it out so the brushes do make a difference. And in this case, I am using a blending brush, but it is a tapered blending brush to make sure that I get the color payoff that I want, but in the placement that I want, but it is very precise. And then you'll see me switch brushes, and I'll go in with a fluffier brush. And don't be afraid to apply color. Just get the color on really, really good, pigmented to your choice, and blend it out if you need to. But in my case, I do want to go a little deep with the color, but not where it's crazy. So you will see the color payoff show up really well, but at the same time, you will see how even the blend is as well. You can see how I'm transitioning colors from one color to the next, but it's all blending in very well. So you want to make sure you have the proper tools, as I stated before, but I'm pretty much layering on top of each other so they can all complement each other and blend in perfectly. And here's where I switch up to a fluffy brush, which is also a blending brush, but it is fluffier and it is rounded. And this will actually help give me a very blurred out, blown out blend. And that's what I want, to make sure that it's even. Now it's time for the fun part. I'm gonna do a nice cut crease on this particular eye, and I'm not going in with a dramatic cut crease, but it will turn out to be very nice and natural and soft, but it is a nice cut crease. So just follow along and you'll see that I add like soft pinks. I'm not going in with a bold color, just something nice to complement the entire look. But I do want this particular part defined, so that's why I went in with the cut crease. Once I establish my cut crease, I now go in and blend in the corners just to make sure everything is well blended, but also I'm adding a little bit more orange because I do want it to pop, and a little bit more pink so you can actually see the colors. So in this case, I am making sure that I blend that cut crease so it just won't look cut off at the end. Now it's time for the liner, and in this case I am going in with a nice thin liner on the inside, but I do go in for a thicker liner on the outside. It appears that it will be a wing, but in my case I am not doing a wing. I'm actually bringing the liner into the crease to actually create definition and a little bit more smoky in the crease, in the outer crease. Something just fun and different to actually play with. Now you can choose the lash of choice, and in my case, I'm doing a medium lash. Yeah, it's pretty medium. It's not too big, but it's definitely not too small. A nice fullness to it. Nothing too dramatic, but nothing too natural where it actually blends in with my own lashes. I do want a recognizable lash, so simply put on your lash one eye at a time. Now it's time for foundation. I'm actually choosing to use a full coverage foundation. I personally like full coverage. I don't necessarily have to use it. I do switch up foundations, but in this case, I am using a completely full coverage foundation. I actually like to spread it down on my neck because my neck is a little bit darker, well, a lot darker than my face. So I like to blend it so I won't look so multi-toned. So yeah, this is what I'm doing now, just blending the foundation in, and I only need just a tiny bit. I like to go in and just define my brows with foundation on top. Normally I do that when I do my concealer under the brow, but in this case it doesn't matter really. I just did it at the same time I'm doing my foundation, but you want to clean up and define your brows. I prefer using foundation because it doesn't give you that weird light colored trim around your brows, so that's why I do it with foundation. Time for concealer. So I do like to highlight, and in this case I'm going with the bolder look. So I am using a little bit more highlighter than I normally would. Well, a little bit more product period in this look than I normally would for my just run out and go look. So you don't have to use this much concealer, but I do like a nice defined look and refined look. So I am using a nice amount of concealer. Now I'll take my brush, of course, and blend it. I do like to use really fluffy brushes to blend my concealer in because I want it really blown out. And then I'll take a brush just like that, or even a sponge, and go in with my highlight powder or a lighter powder to set the concealer under the eye, on my forehead, on my nose, and sometimes I'll brush it across my chin just a little bit. But in this case, I am using my brush and I am lightly just matting out the concealer. Now it's time for powder all over the face. So this is my setting powder of choice. I will blend it in all the areas where I did not put the concealer and the highlight powder. So I am going to simply press it into my skin. And I use a very fluffy, dense brush to press it into my skin to make sure that I am setting it in like on the skin, like really getting that nice set and not just powder sitting on the top of my skin. So I'm press, blot, 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 whatever you want to say. Pat, pat, pat. In my videos, you will see that I use multiple products for multiple things. So I don't just limit eyeshadow just to eyeshadow or blushes just to blush. So in this case, I am using eyeshadow as a blush to complement the eyeshadow on my eyes. So here we are. I am now also using eyeshadow to contour with. So I am taking it and using it around the perimeter of my face, under my, in my cheek area. And of course, I am going to lightly go down my nose, each side of my nose to thin out my nose or give the illusion of a thin nose. But again, that is eyeshadow, and it is a reddish brown just to give me a more natural contour. I don't like harsh contours, but I do like a nice natural contour. And again, I am about to use eyeshadow as a highlighter on my cheeks, the high planes of my cheekbones, to give me a nice natural glow. And look at how beautiful that is. I'm loving it. So never limit yourself to using one product just for one thing. It actually helps you pack lighter when you're going on trips, when you know how to multitask with one different product. Now finishing off the eyes, I like to go into the waterline with a very light pencil. And this particular pencil, it's not white, it's more of a cream color. And it just helps brighten your eyes, open your eyes a little bit. But I do go in with the black pencil as well in this case. So you can go either one all the way through. And I'm sure you saw me dot my moles. I do have natural moles and I do like them to show. So I blotted them with a little liner. Now I'm going in to the inner corner to highlight my inner corner just to brighten me up a little bit more. And now I'm using my pink and brown to go underneath the eye, smudge a little bit to give definition and a little drama, a little natural drama under the eye, nothing too major. But it gives a very pretty finish when you underline the eye with a nice color. And I am now about to go in with one of my favorite mascaras of all time. And that's a Farmasi mascara. And I like to go in under my false lash and just touch my natural lash just a little bit to blend. And then I like to brush mascara through my bottom lashes just to give a little bit more definition and drama. Now let's finish off with some setting spray. I love the All Nighter by Urban Decay. And also I have a favorite with Farmasi as well. It's Time Locker, but in this case, I am going to give myself a few squirts. And look at how refreshing that is. And it just sets the makeup all in place at one time. Now let's finish off this look with lips. I'm going in with a Farmasi lip pencil. It is more of a walnut brown. And then I'll go in with my lip glosses from Juvia's place, which you will see. But I have a lot of different lip glosses that I love, but my favorite are my own lip glosses, Butterfly Kiss. But in this case, I am using Juvia's place because I wanted to try the entire set of this particular line. So here we are. Now just simply going in and doing a little blotting, making sure everything is even. And also once I spray my face, I do like to blot just a little, just to make sure every product is set in place nicely. Now here you have it, the final look. Tell me what you think. Make sure that you subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can receive notifications when I drop new videos.
Thank you all for watching. It has been such a great time doing this look. I really enjoyed it. Y'all come back and see me. Until next time, bye-bye. Hey guys, I am back with the final look. Tell me, what do you think? I am loving this look. I'm loving the new products with Juvia's and also the other products that are some of my faves that I showed. I will list everything below So if you see anything or have any questions about anything, feel free to comment below. Otherwise, make sure you tap in with your friends, your family, have them follow me, subscribe to the channel. I really want to build the channel to bring more content to you guys, and I look forward to everything that's to come for 2021. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you love the look as much as I do. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.